Hello everyone, this is Anime Heaven X23, and in today's video I am going to give you my impression and final review of Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade of Steam, as you can see, and I'm playing it on my Rog Ally Z1 Extreme. So I will say that I've beaten this game on PS4, PS5. First time playing it through on I originally started on the Steamdeck, now I'm playing on the Rog Ally Z1, and I was quite impressed with the graphics, how, right on par with the PS4 version. They look just as good. The way it runs buttery smooth, 60 frames per second, 1080p. It runs really good, so I was quite happy with that. I didn't see any compromises like in the way it performs compared to like the PS4 version. I found that everything to run smooth. Anybody who's not played this game, the combat system is, they took it from, well, basically it started with like Final Fantasy 15, where Final Fantasy games have started to go more active time battle, like real time. Think of like Star Ocean. Because Star Ocean, like from the PS2 game, and then Last Hope from the PS3, Xbox 360, and that, where everything happened. You move around the battle, you attack your different enemies, and so they took that aspect of the battle system from Star Ocean and incorporated it into Final Fantasy 7, 15, and so on. And if you like that battle system from those series, from the Star Ocean, you'll like it for this. If you are more of old school and you liked the old school battle system where you make your moves, make it for every character, and you move on, and allows you to tactical plan out your moves, then you might be a bit disappointed. But the way that this works is like it did in Star Ocean. You can easily swap through all your characters, pick their moves, whether you want to use one of their skills, some magic, or an item pretty quickly. So it's not so bad. If you played the original PS1 game, they did a pretty good job of where this ends is where it should end for this. Now, granted, if I remember right, disc 1, I think, ended a little bit later. I'm sorry, not disc 1. First disc for Final Fantasy 7, if I remember right, ended a little bit further than what they did in this. You can tell that some of the stuff they did was a little bit filler. They did a little bit more, some areas, some backstory and stuff. So overall, they did a pretty good job of faithfully recreating Final Fantasy VII. Side quests aren't too bad. They don't take you too long to do. So there's not some, I don't think they're meaningless, because some of the stuff you get from the task was different materia or things like that are actually pretty cool. The longest one in terms of completion is one that's called, let me see, bring it up here. All right, it was Cornelia's Secret Stash. You can see the one there's her highlighted with the green bottom. That one is actually one that takes a little bit longer because in, what was it, chapter 14, before you actually leave where you're at and go on your way to entering Shinra's headquarters, there is a quest that you can do for the secret stash. And the last one you get right before you leave the bottom part of Sector 7 and you go on your way to working your way up to Shinra's headquarters. So that is probably the longest side quest that you're going to do. Some are as simple as like working out in the gym and finding the different chocobos. There's like 3 you gotta find and stuff like that. So they're not like hard to find or to do quests. As you see, there's, you got 24. Let's see here. As you can see right now, we got Cloud at level 34. We have Barrett at level 34. And not too long ago, we just got Red 13. And so right now, I'm currently on chapter 17. So I'm in the final moments of the game. And because 18 is where you're fighting a big mechanical like tank robot on the highway, and then you fight Sephiroth right before you're getting ready to leave Midgar. So that's right before doing that, and fighting that robot, through the elevator and stuff like that, leaving on the motorcycle in the back of that little truck. The infamous part of the original Final Fantasy VII. That is about where I'm at in the game. I'm almost at those final couple hit points there at the end. Let's see. As you can see, currently have the Twin Stinger for the weapon, Supreme Bracer for my armlet, and then the Supernatural Wrist Guards for your necklace. And this is what Barrett has: Wrecking Ball, Supreme Bracer, Fury Ring. Tifa has a Mithril Claws, Heavy Duty Bracer, Crescent Moon Charm, and Aerith has the Reinforced Staff, Mithril Armlet, and the Talisman. But I currently have 4 of my characters. Aerith was 33, Tifa's at 34, Barrett's 34, and Cloud's at 34. When you upgrade your weapons, you pick whichever person you want, and you can see when it's highlighted in yellow, it means that you can upgrade that particular weapon. And when you hit it, then it goes into the screen, and you can move around with your left trigger. And then when you have enough, you can incorporate, and grow, whether it's like max MP, max attack power, magic attack power plus 12, max MP plus 15, physical damage reduction 10% when guarding. Just different things you can do to increase and make your character more efficient, stronger, better with hand attacks, and damage and so forth. So you can do that as well. And you got your battle settings, how you want stuff associated to the different buttons. Battle intel, this is different stuff that this looks like a kid that you meet. And I can't remember exactly what chapter you meet this person. Somewhere between chapter 3 is when you first meet him, I think. And then he'll give you these quests of different things to do, like assess 2 enemy types, magic elements part 1, stagger effect part 1, stagger part 2, and then combat simulation Shiva, where you'll acquire Shiva. And then you go through and you can learn all these different ones. Because this stagger increased stagger damage most of 200. I know where I can do that, and I just missed out. And then the other one's MP consumption. Needed 7 more enemies to do that through to complete that one. So we're at with those. Enemy intel. And there's some enemies that we haven't, fully. See, enemy intel is when you assess. And there's some I didn't assess enough. There it shows you like your different spells and what each particular person has. Inventory, you got your items. You got your key items. You got your weapons. And the key items is Moogle medals. There's this kid that's dressed up kind of like a Moogle. And in there, by giving them some of your Moogle medals, you can learn like these books to increase your combat awareness to become better. And there's other little things that you can get, different materia, accessories, and things that you can get by turning them in to that person. All different weapons, your armor, your accessories, all the different materia. So you got from like healing materia, cleansing materia, revival, fire, ice, lightning, wind, poison, barrier, binding, subversion, time. That's all the green. And then we got blue, which is elemental, magnify, warding, synergy, HP absorption. And we have yellow materia. We got chakra materia, assess, ATB boost materia, prayer materia, steel, enemy skill. And then the purple, we got HP up, MP up, magic up, luck up, guild, experience, deadly dodge, first strike, auto cure, item, master materia, ATB stagger, ATB assist, provoke, steadfast block materia, refocus materia. And then we have the summons. We got Ifrit, Chocobo and Mogul, Shiva, Fat Chocobo materia. That's the different materia. And then in music, I have every single music track, but I ended up missing one. This was 22. It's kind of stunk. And then these manuscripts, these are some of these ones that you can get from, like I said, from the kid that's dressed up as the Moogle. And when you do get these, you get, then, if you do them, you'll then get these weapon upgrade points that you can use to upgrade your, attributes and make your character more efficient for the weapon. You'll get points of that build up so you can use them to get more, attain more abilities and stuff. So you want to, do that. And then with party, where you can see, what the weapon they have, the Supreme bracelet, all the different stuff. You can see that, the attack strength and everything, where they're at character wise, and you can see their their weaknesses and for each character, which is kind of neat. And then manually, you can learn all the different basics of the game, how the mini games work, the other features. I'm not going to end them and show you, only for the fact is that since I beat the game, but anything that the game shows you along the way, if you forget about something or how to do something or whatever it is, you can come back in here and watch those to jog your memory, which is always a cool little thing to have. Then of course you got your save, load, system, options, the gift box, your title screen, your last checkpoint, and of course your quit game. And as you can see, the bottom screen here, down here, that is your current play time, which you can see is 38 hours, 35 minutes, and 7 seconds. Current guild, 17,271. So you can see where you're currently at. So that's your main menu and all the different parts of it. Let's see, and then of course you got your map right here in your top right. Like I said, when you hit here, this different parts that you're currently in. Like I said, then if you hit your left, hit your right trigger, it allows you to see all your quests that you did, and if you cleared them or not. If you want easy experience, easy items and things to get, do the quest. Doesn't take anything to do the quest in terms of what you do. And then when you're just in your regular world, as you see, you can see the A button in your bottom left corner. If you hit that, you can bring up your items. So you can bring up your elixirs, potions, and different stuff to cure you if you haven't got to. Because in this game, you can save anywhere in the game. Anywhere. And you'll come to a point where you'll see this, like, almost like a soda, like type machine, or like a vending machine, basically. And you'll see that in there you can buy different materia, your accessories, your health items, and all that stuff. You can purchase them at any one of those machines that you find. And these are helpful for when you're not in a town or area where you can buy those from a vendor. So everything's consolidated in one of these machines. And then by a machine always is a bench. You can rest and recoup your HP and HP from that particular bench. And also there are going to be different NPC vendors and people throughout the world, which you can sometimes just talk to, because you'll come by and you'll hear this music and you'll see some question marks, and if you talk to a particular NPC, you'll get a track towards trying to collect all the tracks. And some of those machines, these vending machines, will have tracks that you can buy from as well. So from the vending machines and from different people where you hear music, that's how you work on getting your tracks for that particular trophy / achievement. And as you can see, this game looks really, really good. Like I said, right on par with the PS4 version, no doubt. As you see, we currently have, there's Red 13, and there's Barrett we currently have in their party, because we're trying to reunite with Tifa and Aerith in the game. We're trying to escape from the underground testing facility from Hojo at Shinra HQ. like I said, we're currently at, because after this, you go through the central building, fight on the highway, fight that boss there, fight Sephiroth, and then you leave Midgard. That's where I'm currently. Last points of interest that I still have to attain before I complete the game. And so with that said, like I said, with the graphics, the performance, the controls, your side quests, the little extra things they did to flesh out the story a little bit more, everything about this version of Final Fantasy VII, first part of this remake trilogy, plays just as well as the PS4 version, the PS5 version, and the rumored Switch 2 and Xbox version. They both come out. I will play this game 2 more times. And I'm curious to see, there's no reason why this little bit extra point here that the Switch 2 version cannot look as just as good as it should look, without question, just as good, if not actually better than this version from Steam on the Rog Ally, and then also the PS4. The reason I say that is because the Switch 2 will have DLSS, and I think with that should help it come closer to the PS4 graphics of it than the base PS4. So I think that'll make the game a little bit better looking than this. But this is no slouch. And this is one of the games that was verified. Rebirth was just verified. Final Fantasy 8, 12, 15, they're all verified. The ones that are not verified, which stinks, is the OG Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9, 10, 10-2, all the 13s. So there's a fair amount, and also the old 1 through 6 Final Fantasies are all verified. So most of the Final Fantasies are verified, just not maybe some of the ones you missed from the PS2, PS3 days. So in closing, I would give this version of the game on Steam, which you can play on the regular computer from Steam, the Steamdeck or the Rog Ally. I would give this game probably a 9.5. The graphics, the controls, the quests, storyline, overall feel of the game, I would highly recommend getting this game. And right now it's currently $39.99 on Steam, which I think is pretty fair. Or you could wait probably through one of the sales that'll probably happen this year, which you might be able to get it for $19.99. I imagine this is probably the sale price they're probably going to hit you with if you decide to wait. But if you're thinking about getting Rebirth, which, like I said, was just verified, and play it portably on the Steamdeck or Rog Ally. And if you haven't, I would recommend getting 7 Remake Intergrade now, which comes with the Yuffie content. I'd recommend getting that, play through that, and then, go into Rebirth after that. So like I said, 9.5 out of 10 is what I'd give the game. Highly recommend it. Well worth the $39.99 price point that it currently is at. Just really happy with this version and happy to soon beat the game for the 3rd time across 3 versions. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys liked it, because I enjoyed making this because I really like this game a lot. So and also thanks for any recent subscribers. I really appreciate it very much. Thank you guys. So please like, share, subscribe, and take care everyone. Goodbye, and thank you again.